Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. MC-Mura here, and in today's video we got a topic that I think is quite interesting and very relatable to most of us, I feel. And this have to relate to a question that I got. Is pretty much asking, how can I get better at fighting games if I have limited playtime? Obviously, getting better at Street Fighter, getting better at video games, getting better at everything in life in general, it does require a lot of time. You have to invest. When you see the top players, the best players in the world, people of really high ranks, streamers, all of these guys, they are investing a ton of time into their craft, right? I know some players or even like Grandmaster and whatever who are playing for like 8+ hours a day. So the grind is kind of ridiculous. But obviously not all of us have the luxury of time, right? You have responsibilities, you have your school, you have your work, a lot of us work very difficult work conditions. So you still have your competitive desires, you still want to get to a certain goal, but you simply don't have the luxury of time to pretty much invest into Street Fighter or fighting games in general that hard. So what can you do about it? Is there any hope of getting better? And I do think there is. I do think there actually is, but this comes down to not working hard, but working smart. Obviously, improving in fighting games is just like improving at anything else you do in life, right? It's mostly about being efficient, not really dumping time, right? When you're doing something and you're spending like 8 hours a day, you honestly get better because you eventually will, right? Like you put all that time into something and eventually you're gonna get it. But if you work smart and clever, you can actually get there way faster. So that's what we wanna do, right? What I would highly recommend is to check out these guys. Yeah, the pen and the paper, and trust me, they are your best friend. Organization is your best friend when you want to do something as efficiently as possible. So what we want to do is, let's say that you only have 1 hour per week. We're talking about like very small game time, 1 hour per week. And let's say you're someone who's still in silver or bronze, right? So you have very limited game time. What can you focus on, right? What I would do is just focus on learning the basics of my character. So let's say that we want to practice combos, we want to know our basic anti-airs, and we want to know, for example, a basic meaty setup, right? I want to focus on that, and I would actually recommend writing that stuff down. So for example, for half an hour, I would just practice all 3 of these. I know it might sound ridiculous, but at least get them down, right? Get them down to a point where you are comfortable with them. Even if you have half an hour a week and you just keep doing them, after 2 or 3 weeks, you will get it covered, right? I'm talking about like very, very little game time here. Now, what about the other half, right? I would say play matches, play against other players, right? See what you can find. And more likely than not, you will fight against characters who are really popular, especially for example in the silver, bronze and all of that. You're most likely gonna be facing Ryus, you're gonna be facing Kens, Akuma. Now let's assume that you have no idea what these characters are doing. Again, write it down, right? Maybe you will notice, oh, this Ryu guy throws fireballs, and it seems that if he's doing it close enough, maybe I can get a punish. And I just write that down. And the next time or the next week when you're fighting Ryu, as the game is loading, take a look at that piece of paper, right? And even if you are not like trying to actively cram everything, the second you will look at it, you will remember, oh yeah, right, that Ryu guy does this, right? You didn't spend all this time. You didn't invest an insane amount of time, but you got the information saved, right? You will see that all of the time pro players will be like looking some stuff on their phone. They have their notes, and that's most likely they have notes on the opponent as a player because they study the player matchup, but that is the idea, right? They keep notes. Honestly, I do think this is the most effective way of actually improving while playing as little as possible because you don't have the time. Now obviously if you can play a little bit more, that would be even better and better, because you will get to keep notes on more stuff, so you obviously can progress faster. But organization is the most important element here. You want to be smart about how you can invest your time. And that is pretty much it, in all honesty. It's as easy as that. It's genuinely as easy as that. If you're watching a video like this, if you're watching any of my videos, and like let's say if you have a time and you're just watching one of my videos, if you know if something caught your attention, something that you didn't know, just write it down. And the next time you're fighting against a Ryu or a Ken or a Kuma, whatever, look up that section, look what you have written down, and you instantly got it, and it should be able to help you in that matchup. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment, it helps the channel so much. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon page and the Discord server page in the description below. Thank you very much for watching and stay safe.